Now that we've seen how to use media players, buffers, and HTML graphics, let's take the next step of overlaying that content on your program output. And we're going to use a feature in the TriCaster called Downstream Keyers to accomplish this. So on my TriCaster, the downstream keyers can be found on the switcher panel. They're going to be available on the right side. Now, some TriCaster models will only have 2 downstream keyers and some will have 4. That will be determined by the number of these boxes that you can see. I happen to be on a TriCaster Mini 4K, so I only have 2 downstream keyers available on the system. But if you have more keyers, it just means you can do twice as many elements in your downstream keys. Now, each downstream keyer will allow you to overlay one element on the screen, and they're completely independent, so you can turn them on or off as necessary. You'll see that each one is labeled by name. So we have DSK1, and then next to it I have DSK2, and of course if I had a system with more, I'd have DSK3 and 4. Just to the right of each name shows you where the source for this downstream keyer comes from. A downstream keyer can pull any source for overlaying on the output. It could be a video input, it could be a media player, a buffer, whatever you can find in the TriCaster can be selected as a source. So if I wanted to change this one, let's say I wanted DSK1 to pull buffer1, which right now is attached to my Flowix system, I could click where it says DDR1 here. Here are all the different places I can pull media from. Let's go to buffers and I'll pick buffer slot 1. And then let's say downstream keyer 2, I wanted to use this title that's in DDR1 over here. We can click where this one is and change that to DDR1. And below, you'll see a little window, and this gives you a thumbnail preview of what that video source looks like. We can see that on my Flowix system, I'm not displaying anything right now, so it looks empty, but as soon as titles are available, they'll appear in there. And I can see in DDR1, I have this title selected and a little representational frame appears in that window. So now that we have our sources set up, let's operate these downstream keyers and see how we can bring them to air.